careful. You said you were actions. What kind of action?
Here we go. The mission is underway. Lock and load.
So bad.
I said Robert. Robert.
What I
Hey, yo, Rob, I know you hear me, nigga.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, maybe hop through the damn screen, nigga. That smacked you like Kerry should have smacked you last week, nigga. And take all your lunch money. I'll take all your Lunchables, Robert. You heard me? What's wrong, Rob? Why you sound so sad?
Nothing, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, Rob, I'll take all your Lunchables, nigga. All your pizzas, nigga.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.
They call me the pizza taker, nigga. Can I take niggas' pizza? I don't take your money or nothing, Rob. I'll take your pizza, nigga.
Glad you
Frozen
made it
pizza.
back. Don't bleed on anything.
What?
She called you before.
She called me. Yeah, she was like, Isaiah, can you hear me? And I was like, yeah. She's like, this is Lindsay. And I was like, yeah. She's like, can you come in at 1 o'clock today? And I was like, I can do that. And I was like, what about my brother? You want him to come in at 1 o'clock too, or just me? She's like, both of you. I was like, okay. See? 407-507-9250. Today, 9:36.
What he does now?
That, oh, he boxing now too. He could have. Nah, you need to be watching again, nigga. The Ultimate Fighter. I'm telling you, bro, when fighters are hungry, they fight differently. Like, them knockouts on the Ultimate Fighter, boy, they... The Ultimate Fighter crazy knockout. You gotta see this shit. Dana told these niggas this one season, right? Because dude finessed it, one of the niggas on the show. He finessed, Dana said $5,000 to finish. These niggas was going gladiator mode that season. Knock it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Dana told these niggas 5,000 a finish. These niggas did not let me down.
Match out. Nice work. We can reopen the trigger pods.
You probably seen this one before. This is the most infamous Ultimate. Yes. And this is the one I'm thinking? Yes, because he hit that nice reverse heel kick. Yep.
Oh!
Perfect. Pod is open again.
Yo, that's
Let's get you restocked.
Bro, look.
Oh my gosh.
You see what I'm
I
talking?
suggest you purchase armor.
You wanna know why they doing this? Because you take 10 niggas, no, like 20 niggas from wherever they came from.
They're
They in a
set on
house?
scope. Must close the
They got
pod
no
very soon.
contact to their family, nothing. But yet they all fighting each other to get a $290,000 UFC contract. So yeah, they might not be UFC fighters yet, but they hungry, nigga.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
Yeah, they're like season 20. They're like season 27.
Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
Yeah. It gets real on the Ultimate Fighter, bro.
That's true. Ultimate Fighter got some good fights.
Oh yeah, they do, Rob. I can tell dude in the camera, dude, he gonna lose. He too nervous right now. Wow. Ooh. Nah, I gotta go back, bro. Bro. Nigga, that's your instinct, bro.
Didn't their numbers, but there are plenty left.
That's ultra instinct to a T. Oh. Guys, that's what you thought, nigga. You thought, nigga. Yeah, you guys beat that white pasty ghost looking at me. My bad, Rob. I get too excited when I watch the UFC.
So I can open
She good? I don't watch anything on UFC in a while. How did last weekend go? Was it a decent card?
Sean Strickland lost, and I'm upset about it.
Should he have won?
I don't want to talk about last weekend, Rob. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay,
But Rob,
You're staying in one place.
so you know how you say you try to go through the process of getting your car back for the people who sold your car, they didn't tell you, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a real question?
What's up?
As a man,
Pieces? Buy armor.
how do you feel that them people don't play with you? How do you, as a man? I'm just asking as a man, bro.
Fuck them up.
Final choices. Enemies on the scope.
As a nigga who pays bills,
Fuck them up,
who
bro.
pays taxes,
You don't fuck with people's money like that.
who pay rent in his life,
Yes, sir.
who got a job, who potentially got a kid. Like that's money you took out your kid's pocket, bro.
For real. You trying to eat out here. You ain't trying
It
to
ain't no
start.
small amount of money. You could have. That's 1 year of college worth of money.
Yeah.
So if he is your son, Rob, you gonna get him playing football? You gonna get him in sports?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to do that. I'm gonna leave it up to him.
Oh, you don't get a chance to play sports growing up?
No, I got a chance to play around and have fun with it, but not really play.
Did you wanted to play sports?
Yep.
What sport you wanted to play? Basketball?
Basketball and football.
What position you wanted to play in football? You wanted to be a wide receiver?
Running back.
Oh, you like to run? You just wanted to truck people.
I like both. I like running and I like the contact. I was always one of those like little, I won't say bowling ball build kids, but I like getting hit and I like giving hits.
How come you ain't wrestling?
Like I said, the extracurricular stuff, I wasn't allowed to do any of that. I was allowed to have fun, but not compete.
Was it being Jehovah's Witness? Was it because you're a Jehovah's Witness?
I don't think that's why. It's just not what my dad wanted. So my dad said he gets.
Your dad was like, there will be no gladiators in this house today.
Well, the thing is, my dad was a linebacker.
Oh, your dad played ball.
Yeah, but he didn't go to college for it, but he played in high school.
He was smacking people on the gridiron, huh?
Yeah, dad's a big guy.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
And then it don't help when you got people in school like, hey man, you're pretty fast. The coaches to come up to you, hey man, you're pretty fast, man. You're pretty good. Why don't you play for the team? Why don't you represent, the Guns of Wildcats?
Yeah,
I'm like, then you got some dude saying, oh, you scared to get hit. What you talking about? I get hit every day.
Yeah, I know. The coach come up to you to give you the little pat on the shoulder, like they your father.
Oh, they didn't even have to go that far because I wanted to. But it's like when we played in PE, they saw my skill. It was natural. It wasn't taught.
I played football. It wasn't really my strong suit. My strong suit was wrestling, boy. I didn't even know what my record was my senior season.
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy, he wrestled my high school's rival team. And he went, I was like, last year, like the ending of last year, he went and pulled up his wrestling record and he searched my name up in the wrestling database. Apparently, I went 16-4 my senior season and I never knew.
Wow.
And the crazy thing is, that was my first season ever wrestling in my life.
Huh.
I love that shit though. That shit was cool. That shit was dope, Rob.
That was.
I was on niggas' heads, boy. That wasn't going on like no bitch. There's only one time I ever been dominated in wrestling, bro.
How bad was it?
Port's closed.
Let me tell you like this.
Make a difference.
You know how there's weight classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how if you miss weight, you have to go up a weight class, right?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So let me put it like this. I was wrestling the 220 weight class, meaning 220 and below. Now, this was the last time I ever wrestled for a tournament, and I didn't make weight. I'm 220. Our heavyweight, he couldn't wrestle that day because he has long hair, and they wanted him to wear special headgear so his long hair don't interfere in the matches. So we didn't have a heavyweight wrestler that day, and I wrestled the light heavyweight weight class. So it was like, hey, you're over by 0.5 ounces. Yes, I was over by half a pound. They told me, they was like, hey, you want to wrestle the heavyweights today? So I'm 220, 25, having to wrestle niggas who are 230, 240, Rob. When I tell you, they tossed my little ass around.
Was not fair. Definitely a disadvantage.
Bruh, I got baby out there. Ever since then, I always wrestled 10 pounds under. Because cutting weight is brutal.
Yeah, I heard. I've never heard
You wanna know what I
that.
had to eat to cut weight, Rob?
What?
You take a bed of lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
and you take tuna straight out the can, and dump the tuna straight out the can on, yup. We eat raw
Lean
tuna out the
protein.
can. We eat raw tuna out the can with just lettuce. No dressing, nothing, no mayo, nothing. No tuna fish at all. There's tuna on top of lettuce, yup. We eating like a bunny rabbit out here, yup.
Now, how long do you have to eat like that to really cut, though?
Nigga, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
I came home that night, and I did that, because it was the night before a tournament, and I did it. I went in and waited the next morning, I was 209. So technically, I never had to do it in the first place. I thought I was overweight, but I was never overweight. I was 11 pounds underweight.
Wow.
And the
How
thing is,
in the world they trick you into doing that then?
they ain't tricky. I just did it by myself, because I thought I was over. But I was never
okay.
over.
So they never weighed you officially? They just
They did.
looked at you.
So you weigh yourself every day if you really wanted to, but your official weigh-ins are the days of the tournament.
Right.
You like the official weigh-ins are like right before the tournament started.
Okay.
I mean, I was 209. I was like, damn, I didn't even have to do that. I didn't do none of what I just did.
How did it make you feel though? Like, did you feel quicker on your feet? Did you feel better yourself, or did you just do it because hey, apparently this is
I
what
had
I
the
am?
shit. Well, other than that, I was hungry. Cause let me tell you how it works. Ready? Let me tell you how a typical week wrestling works. So, a tournament will be on a Saturday. It could be Friday, Saturday, depends. You can have 2-day tournaments, or you can have 1-day tournaments. Most tournaments are 2 days. So let's say your tournament days are Friday or Saturday. And Friday and Saturday, right?
Uh-huh.
That means from Monday to Thursday, you're training, you're practicing, you're eating right, so you could be underweight for the tournament days, right?
Okay.
So Friday is tournament time. You get to the whatever school you go into, is it the home tournament? Then you stay at your school. If it's a away tournament, you go to other school.
First batch of
Whatever.
Zeds heading your way. Get ready to.
But niggas, let me tell you something. Once you weigh in, once you get to the tournament and you weigh in, oh yeah, it's all up in the air after that. Niggas be eating. I'm talking about thick ass sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, but niggas be rubbing donuts, everything.
Start. Now finish the job.
Everything.
Allez.
I remember one time my coach got mad at us. It was after a tournament. Yeah, but there was a bunch of food at a concession stand. He was like, hey, whoever wants food, go to the concession stands. Everybody spread it over there. He was like, how come y'all don't run like that in practice? I was like, ooh. But yeah, once you weigh in at that tournament, after that, you can eat whatever you want. Just be careful because, you still got a second day of a tournament. You do get weighed in both day you're competing, you gotta get weighed in. But if you lose twice and you're out, you only get weighed in the one time.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.
But yeah, wrestling's fun, bro. Wrestling is a real fun sport. You lose a lot of weight doing that, bit. Your stamina is out of this world. Wrestlers have on real gas tanks. Like we don't get tired.
More Zeds on the way. Start to wrap
Cause
things
you
up.
picking somebody up your weight size, that's your weight, and try to manipulate their body to do. It's some tiring shit, bro. The 3-minute rounds be tiring, bro. There's a reason why we run the 10 miles. There's a reason.
Break time's
Stamina and
over.
endurance is key.
Back to work.
You wanna know what they used to make us do? A typical cardio workout for wrestling was? You know what a Bulgarian bag is?
I think so.
They're the weird heavy, so they're the bags that got all the weights in them. Well, it's like sand almost.
Yeah.
And they got like the weird handles that work on grip strength.
Yeah.
We used to have to run with that bag over our head and do 20 laps around the gym. And if anybody drops their arms when the bag falls, everybody restarted back at 0.
Wow.
Like the cardio
Which
was
a lot of people
cardio.
got cussed out.
Oh yeah. You know people's ass. I remember for my birthday,
Last one. Get to
my
the
18th
indicated
birthday.
hub for resupply.
I went to practice. Coach found out it was my birthday.
Unless you have heavy.
He made there's like 20 people on the team. He made me get taken down. He made everybody take me down. He's like, all right, he's like, line up. He's like, everybody gotta do a takedown on Isaiah for his birthday. Birthday takedown.
One piece.
And then we played King of the Bat after.
What's that?
So it starts off with one person,
Mes amis.
and you gotta wrestle the whole room. It's pretty much the King of the Hill,
Okay.
but it's wrestling, so you gotta wrestle the whole room, and the last man standing wins. I was whooping niggas' asses that day with my single leg takedown, boy. It looked like UFC for real with that takedown, boy. Coach taught me a technique how to officially hit that bitch. Tell you, Rob, like, that's why I like wrestling. Wrestling, you can experiment with different moves, boy. Take niggas out the right way, Rob. You don't understand, Rob. You don't understand. What position you want to play in that for, Rob? You gonna be a shooting guard? You got a jump shot? You got a nice little jump shot on you, Rob?
Point
You
guard,
can
yeah.
shoot?
Yeah.
How was the handles, Rob? You was able to dribble back in the day?
Really good. Had a crazy
Oh, so
vertical
you-
too. Crazy
You got a crazy.
vertical.
You was able to dunk?
I could jump on the rim. I just couldn't dunk because my hands were so small. But
Oh,
jumping
so you
up,
could
yeah.
jump
And I
on.
remember I'm 5'8".
Oh yeah, so you could have gripped the ball.
Yep. But vertical was nasty.
Well, how was the defense? You was able to block? You was able to?
Oh yeah. Went up with the centers.
Oh, you was over there with the big one, Rob?
Yeah, because you got to think about it. My cousin that's, been passed away for a while, he was, his family's really tall. My cousin in middle school, so my bigger. Same with hooping, football, all that. Now I was really fast, so, my cousin was more like, he was a pretty decent quarterback. You have to have him on the line, but he wasn't fast like me. He was, of course, slower. I was like, just gone. Like, you better put your hands on me, because if you don't get your hands on me, I'm gone. But yeah, the whole trucking and hitting people and bouncing on people, I've always liked impact. I've always been that kind of kid. Like, some people would, when they, you break a tackle or you spin off somebody, like even when I was in P and we were playing flag, like when I spin off somebody, some people look to evade. I'm going for contact. I'm going for contact, spinning off, and then the other person, I'm gonna make them miss. And I was just a Bob and Weaver, but I definitely wasn't scared of contact. I remember as a kid playing with my cousins. I told you they were always, their father was like 6'5", and he was the run. He was the run, and his other brothers his other brothers, Andre was 7 foot. I had never seen a 7-foot black man in my life. That was crazy. I mean, this dude was just massive. He wasn't fat though. He was just tall and big. Dude, to come in the house, he had to dip his head. He'd be like, "Hey, little cousin." He'd open the door like Shaq, for real, like, "Hey, little cousin." He'd dip his head in, come on his shoulder, I'm like, "What's up, Andre?"
Rob, let me tell you a story, Rob. I grew up with this one nigga named Asante, right? Nigga was a physical specimen. Well, I mean, nigga was cut, built. Ain't never lifted a weight. I think the whole time I known him, played football with him, chilled around him, he has never lifted a weight. But he looked like he works out every day. Naturally just built. Man won the state, won my old high school back in New Jersey. He won the state championship. Yes, because he had an attitude problem where he wanted to be in the streets. Well, guess what he is, Rob? Guess what he is now?
I have no idea.
Nigga should be in the NFL.
In the
But
pen?
he in the streets of New Jersey because he want to be in the streets.
Oh, man.
You know where you should be at, Rob?
I don't know.
You should be in the NBA. But you playing games, Rob.
Because, like, man, for real, the NBA, everybody's so tall now. Like, that was the crazy thing. And I was talking to my cousin, because my cousin was really gifted to basketball, like, stupid. Like, I seen him make at least 15 to 16 threes in a row. Like, and I'm not talking about me feeding him. I'm talking about he hits the three, goes and gets the ball, and goes back out to another spot and did it. Like, around the world, he could almost go around the world. When we went around the world, he would normally miss maybe about 2 or 3 shots. So that was my partner though. So I'm 5'4", 5'6". You know, he's 6'2", 6'3" in middle school, and then before he hit his freshman year, that's when he grew to like 6'6". And man, he was just and his father was good. Like when Gunnersville won the state championship and they were just knocking everybody out crazy like the Lakers back in the day. Guess what? His father was on that team. So was Andre on that team. It was just a whole bunch of niggas that was tall and gifted and fast and quick that you couldn't do nothing with.
Wait, so when your dad told you couldn't play sports, did you ever bring up to him you was a football player?
Yeah, but he just told me I didn't need to prove anything to him. If I wanted to prove something to him, and I wanted to make him proud of me, he said he wanted to see what I could do in the books. He goes, because the natural gifted part, I just had it. He goes, you could get scholarships. You could have done anything you wanted to. He goes, you're just that gifted of an athlete. That was easy for you. He goes, I wanted to challenge your mind. He goes, that body stuff's gonna go away eventually. He goes, if you don't got your mind right, when your body goes down later, what you gonna do? So that's what he told me later. He told me he would let me play a couple of games. I almost talked him into it.
Realistically, how would he have known if you would have gotten a scholarship or not? You could have just been like, yo, Dad, I'm just trying to play to have some fun.
I could have, but he knew how I'm competitive. I'm not really bad, but I had a very good competitive edge, and he knew once I got in there, I would like it. Like, I talked him into letting me play a game or two, because I already let you play a game or two. Then the next day he came to me, he goes, all right, tell your coach no. I said, why? He goes, because I know once you get into it, son, you're going to love it, and you're not going to want to leave it.
He knew you were going to be on Kobe Bryant, bro. You're going to be on that field every day.
I was going to be good. That's one thing for sure.
Bro, I was saying, I'm going to get my touchdowns and my yardage.
And the thing was, I was already strong. Always had just a natural strength from his bloodline and my mom's bloodline. Yeah, I'm not the tallest, but I got a lot of compacted strength. So they would see me play with people and friends. Like when they would want to get physical with me and we were doing tackle, you might get me on the first couple tackles, but when it comes my time to hit you or when it comes time for me to truck you, be ready. And that's the thing. I think people didn't understand it because they're looking at me like, oh, he's not that big. He's pretty small. But, you know, how I impacted people when I hit them and how I would drive through them, I think that's what made it hard to hit me and keep me down.
That nigga Rob, right? Yeah, Coach Saban gonna notice me if I play.
Man, it would have been fun. And guess what? That was one of my dreams I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could make it to Alabama. I never had a dream of wanting to get in the NFL. I just wanted to push myself, my mental and physical, to see how far I can go. And high school would be a good starting spot, but I never got a chance to do it.
Rob wanted to be part of the Blitz Bama Blitz.
It would have been fun, but I never had a chance. You know what makes it worse? When you don't tell anybody you want to play football, but you got your coaches in PE. Because the coaches in PE are the football coaches, the track coaches, the soccer coaches, the baseball coaches. The football coaches keep coming to me every now and then. Hey, man, you're pretty fast. Do you know that? I'm like, I'm okay. They're like, we could really use you on the team. He's like, would you want to play? I said, yeah, I want to play. They're like, well, I'll sign you up. I'm like, but you got to go home and get this parental consent. I'm like, my dad's not going to consent to it. They're like, why? I said, I don't know. He's going to make up any reason he got. And it's not because of money.
Has any coach ever tried to call your dad to try to convince him to let you play?
No, because they knew how headstrong my dad is. Like, he's a lovable guy. He's easy to deal with, and he's easy to talk to, and very open-minded. But when he says no about something, it doesn't matter how much you ask him to think about it. His mind's already set.
I got you.
He's not one of them brothers that just, you know what, son, you got a good point. I changed my mind. He's never said that in 40 years of my life. He's never backpedaled. What up?
My senior year, I had it the worst because my football coach was also my gym teacher. And I had 2 gym periods back to back to end the day. Like, my last 2 classes were my gym classes. And then I had football practice after school. So not only am I lifting weights, 6th period, but I'm also lifting weights, 7th period. And then I still got to see my gym teacher, aka my football coach, after school.
Yeah.
So my last 4 to 5 hours of school, well, my last 2 hours of school and 3 hours after school was nothing but me just working out my senior year. And then when I got out of football, I didn't take no breaks. I went straight into wrestling. So senior year, Rob, I was cut.
Yeah. People notice that too.
I was a physical specimen. I was cut.
What probably didn't help was one day, I don't know, man. I was always big into working out. So one day, I was feeling pretty good, and I was like,
nah, Robbie, we have the big muscles, man.
You know what?
Popping out the shirt, Robbie.
Well, I never was. This is the biggest I've ever been in my chest ever in my life. I never could really retain weight well. I had a very high metabolism. But my glutes and my hamstrings and my legs were solid because I got that from my mom. So that was just in me. So one day I said, you know what? I want to see how much I can squat. I did the incline sit down press and the vertical press, which of course is at an incline, right? At this time, I'm a sophomore, bro. I'm a sophomore. Yeah, I'm a sophomore. Guess how much my end press was? This was with no help, just me lifting it, and then once I lock it out, I gotta lock it back out with my hands, right? Guess how much I was pushing on both.
How much you pushing, Rob?
Well, I did the sit down first, right? I maxed it out, right? Apparently kids started, because kids were freaking out. They went and told my coach, guess what? My PE coach at the time, it's the same time like you. That was my football coach. So he come up there after he heard what I did. He goes, hey, quit maxing out. Take some of them weights off there. I had so much weight on it, bro. The shit was bending. I did 5 reps, not pussy reps. 5 reps, bringing it all the way down with my knees bent at 875 with no help. It's 16 years old.
What's the most you ever put on your chest?
Bench, nothing, bro. My max bench back in the day might have been like 160, 170. I told you I was skinny up top, so I tried to grow it, but after I couldn't grow it, and I'm taking the protein shakes, drinking it with milk, and I'm just running through it. I just spent more time on my legs. Now I think when I go back to the gym, I might be able to do something because I got some weight on me now that's just naturally from getting older. Now I want to see what I can do, because the max I've ever done was my body weight. I was always 145.
That nigga Rob said that grown man strength finally started to kick in.
It is. It's got to be. Even my mom tells me that when she sees me, she's like, "What are you doing?" was like, what do you mean, Mom? She goes, your arms are pretty big. Because your arms never been that big. I said, Mom, I'm just getting older. She said, well, what do you do for work? I told her what I did for work, but my mom has never seen or been inside my plant or see what I actually physically do. Especially some of that stuff that's way heavier than me.
Rob, what I'm hearing is you went through puberty twice, my boy.
That's what it kind of sounds like, huh? But at the same time, in my job, man, if you want the money, you got to be able to do the job, correct? So nobody said nothing to me about my height, but they're like, you know what? I know what they were saying behind my back. Put him over there. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can do it by himself, because there's not too many people that can work on the bigger presses and do changeovers. Like, dude, I'll be honest. Kerry's decent at it, but he even struggles, and Kerry's got me beating height and weight by a lot.
Well, if I was to come up in there, I don't know if I'd be willing to throw his niggas up in that plant, nigga. Just show my mind. I feel that job, bro. They made me operator within my first year working there, bro.
Hey, this is the crazy thing about the heavy stuff, though. The heavy stuff wears you out, right? Gets you tired. Well, as soon as you spend all that time doing all that heavy lifting and putting all that stuff in, now you got to get down to the mental part. Now you got to put it together. Now you got to set up this $300,000 or $400,000 job. And like most of the stuff you put in the press, that stuff costs a lot of money, man. So when they trust you to grab it, they really trust you. Like what puts the ink in the chamber is called an analog. On those big presses, them things are like $18,000 a piece. And sometimes you might have to put 10 of them in. If you put it in the wrong way and you damage it, that's money, dude.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Has anybody ever broken anything?
Yes.
And what happens if you break something? Did they fire you?
No, but nobody's ever brought. If you break something one time, you're okay. But if you have multiple instances of doing it, yeah, you're definitely gonna get fired. Like the stuff I gotta pick up on those big presses and put in. Not only is that stuff taller than me, it's taller, bigger, wider. Like, I remember one guy, he's an ink tech. He was watching me do a changeover one time on the big press. Of course, I did it all by myself. Now they got people helping people. Because some of these people that run these presses, they can't lift it. Physically, they can't lift it. And he looked at me one day, it was kind of funny, he made me laugh. He goes, that's pretty impressive. I said, what do you mean, sir? He saw me, he goes, because, you know, you're supposed to use this hoist to pick stuff up and put it in, but I wanted to save some time, so what I did was, the ones where I should have used the machine to help me out, I didn't use it. I picked it up with brute strength and put it in. He looked at me, he goes, that's pretty impressive. So what do you mean, sir? He goes, you're just tall enough to get this changeover done without having to use it. He goes, I see you bypassing. Why are you doing that? He goes, you know you could hurt yourself, right? I said, well, sir, they're talking about time and speed. And at that time, that's all the company was focusing on. They told you they wanted you to be safe. But as soon as you did it safely and it took longer, they're asking why is it taking so long? Instead of helping you because they can't pick it up. It's too heavy. So I did that. On those big presses like that. Because a lot of men, let's be honest, whether we want to admit it or not, you know, because becoming an operator, you do get a certain pay raise with that. So a lot of people, whether they can do it or not, mills, they'll grab that heavy stuff, knowing good and well they can damage it. They'll grab it and try and almost hurt themselves or damage it. So they don't really let many people go over there and do it by themselves. Only the ones they know can do it and don't have a history of damaging stuff. Like I've only damaged one thing in almost 10 years. And that was when I was young in the game, and I put one of these analogs, as I'm telling you about, they transfer the ink. Think about them as like little cylinders that are more fragile than fiberglass. So if you drop one, of course it's gonna crack, chip, damage it, right? Well, I was on a smaller press, just now learning how to do changeovers and do operator stuff, man, and I sat one upright. I shouldn't have done it. And I was on this platform where you got to go up and down about a story in the air and change this stuff out. Like all this stuff isn't. It's not on, you know, foot like ground floor, bro. It's the story of it. I put it up there, Mills, and I don't know, bro. I set it up there like a freaking shoe, and that thing fell over, and I damaged it, man. We were able to fix it. Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How much ink do y'all go through for one order? To fulfill one?
How much ink? Tons.
Yeah.
Tons, because for just one deck of color, depending on how big, like the small orders, like 80,000 feet, maybe, we might go through about, each deck is 30 pounds. It's about 400 or 500 pounds of ink on an 80,000 foot job, on a 12 million foot job.
Has it ever been a time where y'all had to work on an order and you ran out of the ink that you need?
Well, this is the thing about that. It's my job to go tell the ink tech, even though they know and they've already measured it up and they know how much ink I need for the job. Even if it's not out there, guess what? I have to go inform the ink tech of what I need. Because if not, it's seen as I'm not doing my job properly, because even though he knows how much needs to be out there, even if he hasn't brought it out there, because you got ink techs that are new, or, you know, people that are getting trained, they won't bring enough out. I have to tell them. So when I'm about to run out of ink, not only if I'm running the press while my operators at break and I'm running unwind where the ink and film is where I'm putting in, I have to go tell the ink techs as well, hey man, I gotta take back a kit. Hey, I need another kit of this ink. This kit, you know, this ink's laying down a lot on this bag, so it's got more coverage than the job before, and it's going through more ink. Like, I gotta control all that. If I run out of ink, you know what they say? Why do we run out of ink? Well, I don't know, I didn't have enough ink here. Okay, well, the ink tech knows how much ink to bring out. Well, how much is out here? The ink tech's like, well, I just brought out what the job called for. Sometimes the print on the bag versus what they think the job calls for is just an estimate. They don't really look at the job and see how much ink you're using. So if I don't do my job right on unwind, we're gonna run out of ink, because the ink techs don't come out here and check. Hey, you need more ink? That's all on me. It's all on me. And guess what? When you run out of ink and you're running a roll, now that roll is scrap. There's no production. There's no cost efficiency goes down. Like, we're losing money out of pocket when we run scrap. If it's not good product, that's money out of Color Master's pocket. So the people that can handle multiple positions like I can, it's not many of them, but the ones that can do it successfully, a lot of people can try, but actually do it successfully with a good success rate and not a lot of scrap, there's not a lot of people that can do that. Because it's a lot to balance. And the faster you run the press, guess what? The faster you run out of ink. The bigger press you run, guess what? The bigger press needs more ink. So when you speed that big press up, guess what? It runs out of ink faster than anything else. It's consuming ink at a ratio that the ink techs don't. How can they compute that? They don't know how fast you're running the press. All they know is how much ink you need, supposedly, from their graphic, or how much needs to be made. But you can't use the same amount of ink on press 10 and 11 that you would use on 12 or 13. Those presses are bigger, they need more ink. So if the job says, oh, we use like 3,000 pounds on press 10 and 11, you can't use that same poundage on that same job on 12 and 13. It's not going to work. You're going to run out of ink. But there's no mathematical equation for that. So if I don't do my job and you don't do your job, we got to work together. If we don't work together, we're going to look like fools, and everybody's going to be mad because we're making more scrap than product. And you know, anytime you're in the hole, that's not good.
All right, so Rob, here's my question. What's the biggest press you've worked so far?
Press 12 or 13 and 17 and 18. There's these new things, they call them Vista ports. I've worked on them some, I haven't done a changeover on them, but on these, Isaiah, you don't even got to pull anything out. There's a pendant where when you're shown the correct way to do it, this press will do the changeover for you. So you got big and very heavy things. It's heavier than 12 and 13, but you can't physically grab them. The press does the work for you. All you got to do is just put the sleeves and stuff in there. Other than that, you're just clicking buttons. The other presses, you actually got to really physically put that stuff in by hand. So I've ran the smallest presses, I've run the biggest presses. I've run everything that Color Masters has.
Has there ever been a time when you had to rush an order?
Has there ever been what?
A time when y'all had to rush an order?
Yep.
Well, y'all,
yes, sometimes the job jacket will say, what it'll say, instead of saying rush order, it'll say hot order, which means we need to get it done and get it out and shipped as soon as possible. That happens sometimes, like when they set the job.
When that happens, then you start working on all orders and just focus on that one, importantly?
No, we still have a shipment dates. We have a date of list of times that all these jobs have to be finished and ready to ship. So if one's 3 days ahead, well, all right. Say for instance, I'm doing one tonight, but they tell me right after this I got a hot order. The job I'm finishing tonight doesn't have to be sent out till today's Thursday. It don't got to be sent out till Sunday. But the hot order on Friday that I got to do Friday has to be sent out Friday. The only reason we really have hot orders is because the people up front don't like to say no. Whenever somebody calls and says, I need this film, they take
orders with last minute that needs all last minute shit. Okay.
Or they just won't ever tell the customer no. Even if it's not something we can do, they'll never tell them no. So they're always something, yes, we can do it. Yes, we can do it. They're yes people, because that's how you get that payment. But I seriously don't think we get paid until the customer gets the job. We don't get paid just because we agreed to do it. We get paid when we present a good product.
The contract for it.
Right? So that's why we do so many jobs. Like jobs and jobs and jobs, like small jobs, big jobs. It's just ongoing. It never stops.
Do y'all hold like all the major contracts that deal with like that's in Alabama right now, or like are there contracts that y'all
we have the biggest, most amount in Alabama, but there are other companies that have stuff over us. But where we come in is when a company has been doing a bag for somebody for so long, and then after a while they say, hey, we want to change it. Well, this company did not spend the right money on analog stuff like that we need to make the bag look better. When the customer can't get the quality that they want, that's when they start shopping. They start talking to different companies like Color Masters. Hey, and then they say, hey, we want to run a trial. That means they want to see how inks look on these plates. Yep, and they come in and check that out. And if they like us, if they like how our stuff looks, guess what? They drop the other company and they pick us up. Like right now, Angel Soft, Georgia Pacific, we do 96 to 98% of all Angel Soft that you'll see in the world, because we got that contract. But we really had to work our butts off to get it.
Is, when I wipe my ass and I look at my Angel Soft toilet paper, I gotta think of you because you're the one that made the label for that motherfucker.
Maybe could, man. I'll tell you how you know it's coming from Color Masters. On the very bottom of it, it should have a weird little swoosh on it. It should have swooshes and dots on it, and it should say color. Either Color or Color Masters. It will say one of those. Because I've seen my film at Walmart, locally here.
How that make you feel? Then how that make you feel when you see your film at Walmart? What you like? Damn.
Well, it's pretty cool. I think the main thing that I really like about my job is, like, even another guy said this. Is like, I like the fact that I get to create something. Like, if I don't do it correctly, you just can't. Yeah, easy said it. The computer is supposed to set all that stuff up for you. It's supposed to line it all up and make this perfect picture, but sometimes it doesn't, especially on the older presses. So every day when I go into work, my job's not easy. I don't know what I'm coming into. Everything is intriguing. It's a challenge.
It's like being a car mechanic. Yeah, the car is already put together, but you still got to put the pieces together.
Yep.
The machine can only do so much, Rob.
Right. That's probably what I like about it.
You basically artiste.
Yeah.
You're not an artist, Rob. You're an artiste.
And I mean, even when I cooked, I felt really good when I was cooking, because I was making bomb plates and stuff like that. That was cool, but this kind of feeling is something else, because a lot of people say they want to be an operator and they want the money and they want to do the job, but whenever they get the chance, man, crack and crumble.
They don't want the problems that come with being the operator.
Nope, I want all the smoke. Send it my way. And if you gotta call me when I'm at home in my leisure time after to ask questions about what went wrong with the job, I'm open for that communication as well.
Okay, Rob. So here's my next question. So now I'm serious. So is there always an 8 tech on shift?
There's always an ink tech on the ship because what it is they're under contract with us. But we give them an area which is part of our facility where they have their inks. So we give them a list of a time run.
That will not be coming back.
So the 8 techs are contracted?
Yes. And I've seen them. We've gone through 5 different contracts since I've been there. This last company, they're in here for the 2nd time.
Damn. They lucky they gave y'all a second chance.
Well, no, we reached out to them. No, we reached out to them because the company that beat them out, we grew tired of them and they didn't like their inks anymore. They could have gave us better inks and they just kind of just wiped their hands with it.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
So what makes the perfect ink, Rob? What's a perfect ink?
Ink that's blended correctly, has the right
Port's closed.
the right bases of it, you know, because every ink has a 80-20 base, which is isopropylene alcohol base. Some of them have isopropylene alcohol base, some of them have different bases. The isopropylene alcohol, what that does is it keeps it thin, it keeps it from getting too thick, because the thicker the ink is, the harder it is to lay on the plate. It causes dirty print, and on top of dirty print, if the ink's too thick, the color won't look right, it'll get darker. So
have you ever seen an ink and was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, I've seen one the other day, it looked like jelly. I'm like, we know this is too hot. They've got a thing called viscosity. What viscosity means is how thick the ink is.
I know what viscosity is and how a liquid flows.
Yeah. So we got this thing called a Zan cup that you can dip in the inks, and we got a timer on the press. We can time it and see how thick it is. And every ink has for the most part a viscosity rating. The viscosity rating you want for any color is somewhere between 22 to 27, 28. That's perfect. You don't gotta cut it. It should lay down fine.
What was that jelly viscosity? That was like probably like a 65 to 100.
Hey, don't even know. Didn't check it. Put it in. Had to run.
Rob was like, I already know this ain't right.
Dude, it's like Jello. But I put it in, and the viscosity, the viscometers, the press read it fine. It didn't say it was too high, it's too thick, it's too thin. It laid down good. We didn't have any problems. We didn't have to tone it. So, like technically.
You ever had an ink that didn't dry the right way?
Oh yeah, I've had one that dries too fast or too slow. That's called rewetting. Where that color that's printing on like deck 7 will start showing up in the color of deck 6 above it. When even though those stack on top of each other, the other color dries before that one lays down. So technically that shouldn't be an issue. That's what we call rewetting. When another color is actually being shown into another color, it shouldn't be in.
So what happens if you, so let's say you do an order, right? But the press goes down for some reason. The press just stops working.
Well, what you do is you put it in maintenance and you do what you can to get that press up and going. If it's a maintenance issue, if it's not a maintenance issue and it's a personnel issue, you just got to do what you got to do to get the press running. If you got to slow it down, slow it down.
Well, what if the press don't come back up? Then what?
Well, the job that's in there stays in there until the press comes back up and you reconvene. You don't jump around on the schedule. The schedule, for the most part, is set in stone.
Oh,
okay. You achieve one job at a time. Because the list is normally about 35 to 40 to 50 jobs. And they all have predicted dates, but every day we get a new schedule. So as we complete things, the schedule changes and it's updated.
Okay.
So all of us are to some degree relevant with what we got going on.
So who do you do that? That Angel Soft.
I haven't done it in a while because Angel Soft's on the new presses, but Angel Soft is pretty cool. We do, man. We've done some scents I haven't even seen before. We did a Christmas scent. We did a vanilla scent. We did some scents I've never even seen actually physically.
So what's your favorite brand? Like your favorite label to make? Like what label have you made that you was like, you know what? This is my favorite one so far.
Like being chewed into pieces? Buy
Probably
one.
the coolest and easiest one to make, honestly, is probably Great Value. Doing the Great Value, the big pack, the normal packs and the extended packs you see in Walmart, we make that film. Those are pretty fun because they run pretty good. They run hard for you. You normally don't have that many problems with them. They run out really good. They're not difficult. Some jobs are difficult. Like, all right, on any run, you're supposed to get about 1 million foot on a set of plates, right? But right now, Color Master's trying to save money. They don't want to, even though if we got a 15 million foot job, they don't want to get an order and set of backup plates. Well, guess what? We're going to need those backup plates. Because once we hit about 2 or 3 million, it don't matter what your impression is, and that means how hard you're hitting the plate to get the plate to print correctly, to have a good print that's good and consistent. If you don't get backup plates and you're already 2 or 3 million in, guess what? That bag's gonna start looking bad. So all we can do is run it to the best of our ability until we can't run it, and then we have to make more plates.
I got you.
But I say, for real, that's probably one of my favorite ones. Now, we done run some pretty cool stuff, though, man. Like, we run now, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Another thing we got a contract on, Lipton. Those different Lipton flavors you see in Walmart, we make that film, too.
The green tea thing?
The green tea, the watermelon, the peach and pineapple for your immune system, we've done them all. The half and half, Arnold Palmer style, we do all of those Lipton flavors. We've done Arizona tea, the Arizona tea that's in the can. We've done the regular tea, the Arnold Palmer one, which is half lemonade, half tea. Yeah, we do those. We make the film that goes around the whole case.
You did the cans, right?
Yeah, it's got, well, the cans or the plastic bottles, you know? I forgot they got plastic bottles now.
Well, you talking about like the tall cans?
Yeah.
So how can I tell if y'all made the label on the can?
Well, it's gonna be on the film around it. It's gonna say it on the very bottom. Like when you flip it up, where you scan the barcode on the bottom, it should have some. It should have a symbol, and it should say something about Color Masters. It'll say Color Masters on it actually. Not only do we have an emblem, but we actually have something that actually says Color Masters.
What's the
We run that on all of our stuff.
What's the emblem look like?
What's the emblem look like? A round C. Matter of fact, if you can look it up on your phone, all you gotta do is put in Color Masters.
Oh yeah.
Color Masters.
This one ain't made by y'all. This one ain't made by y'all though.
Some of them we make, some of them. Now we do got competitors, but for the most part, you know, some of them are made, some of them aren't. Some of them they outsource out. But the main thing is quality. That's what I'm seeing with everybody now. They want the best quality possible.
As a company ever put in an order, y'all made the order, and then they refused to accept the order because they didn't like how it looked?
Yes. What it is they put in, what they do is they put in a, what do they call it? They put in a, what do you call it? It's got a certain name. Where they put it in and like they'll send all of it back. They want their money back. Man, what's it called? Is it called a ticket or a revision or something like that? Where they'll like if they got a roll or two that doesn't look good, they're not gonna look through that 10 million foot. So if you mess up and you send one roll that's messed up, and they of course they're gonna see it because it's gonna go on their machine, right?
Yeah.
They'll email us and be like, hey, there was such and such mistake on this order. We're not sure if we want to take this order. So what they'll do is they'll make a ticket about it. So now we do a thing. It's called. We've been doing it for years. And it's called retains. Every roll that comes off, whether it's 2 rolls or one roll, we get a sample off of every roll, and we put it in a retain, and we save it because customers might see one roll that looks bad, and it's not that bad, and they'll reject the whole order. And they're like, well, you know, I want a refund. I'm gonna send you all this film back. Guess what? When we give them a refund and we take all that film back, now we're in the hole. So we start doing retains. So if the customer says, hey, roll 271 ran at 7 or 8 in the morning. This is the item number on it. This roll had a defect. You know what? Since we keep all these retains, we can go see that exact roll. And if we show them that we got the retain, and they tell us that it's not the same, and we email them and talk to them on the phone, and we get on a corporate business line, do a video chat, show them what we got, and they show us what they got. A lot of times when we tell them we check the roll, they don't even get on the phone, and they won't even want the. Maybe it's just a defect. Maybe we could just cut like 2 or 3 inches off the roll, and it'll be fine.
Because
So
they try to scam y'all.
Yeah, that's what it is. So that's why we do returns now to keep that from happening, and it has helped a lot. A lot.
That's funny. Imagine printing out 15 million feet, and then they were like, "Yeah, now we good. We don't want it no more."
Well, see, that's the thing with Niagara, right? Which runs a lot of these different things, bro. We even do Prime. We do Prime too.
Bro, I just drunk a Prime last night. I don't like it.
I've never drank one. I heard they're pretty good.
I don't like it.
You know?
It tastes weird. It got a weird aftertaste to it.
So, on these big jobs, right? These Niagara jobs, most of these. Okay. Say, for instance, all right, Mills, they tell me we need 350,000 feet of great value. Just regular water, right? All right.
Yes,
Well, we have a contract with Niagara where we have to also have so much of this in stock, ready to ship whenever they want to. If we don't keep that amount just on hold when they call and say they need it so they can get it and get it rushed or however they need it, we void the contract. So not only do we have to make these promise dates, but we have to keep a certain amount of surplus in inventory ready to ship. If we don't do that, we void the contract, we can lose them, and that's pretty much 98% of our contract. The other 2% is probably Georgia Pacific.
So you have to keep 350,000 feet on the hold at all times.
Well, normally it's bigger than that because that small of an order, that's just a sin. Or they're thinking, okay, we might need 300-something thousand feet because these water's going really quick. They're like, call Color Masters, get them to make it, and we just want to make sure we have it on back order, have it ready for us, just in case we need it. Because what if the other company they're getting film from, it looks crappy, bad, or it's bad quality and they can't use it? So we're the primary and the backup at the same time.
Okay, is that the only company that does that? That have y'all be doing back orders?
I think other companies do too, but the issue is the quality. Our quality is one of the higher qualities, bro. That's why we do Coca-Cola. We do Dr. Pepper. We do what is it? The Schultz Ginger Ale. We do Diet Mountain Dew, regular Mountain Dew. We do Coca-Cola and Pepsi products.
Go off, sis.
But we had to really work hard to get that contract. It took 2 years. Huh?
So y'all only do Drake?
No, we also do the other plant, which is the main plant. They do like rice bags and like chicken and thigh bags, and they do like the Smuckers sandwiches. We do the film for that. We also do the film for the powdered donuts. Those little powdered donuts.
Y'all do the film for the Uncrustables?
Yeah. We don't do the box. We do the film that when you get them out, the film that keeps them from freezer burning. We make, we got that film. We do that. We do different types of film, bro. We got like 12 different types of film we do.
Oh.
We do the Uncrustables. We also do the donuts. You know those donuts, the white powder donuts that come in like the chocolate, the white, and the regular one.
Yeah,
we do that film too.
That come in the bag. Y'all make the bag that it come in?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we print on that film. We also do Tyson chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, dino nuggets.
Ooh.
We do Tyson products as well.
But y'all don't do chips though, Rob. Y'all do them chips.
No, we do not do chips. We do edible food and drinks. Chicken legs, thighs, and rice.
Chips is edible food, Rob. What is
Yeah, it is. But we just we're not in the chip game. There's other companies that do it because most people that do that, the chip game. Apparently, from what I hear about that film, you don't really need a lot. A little bit of it goes a long way.
Oh, okay. Why? Because it's a thinner kind of package.
Well, it's a different kind of film too. Remember, it's silver.
That's true. That's true.
And it's a different kind of just like the for the sandwiches or the Uncrustables, the donuts, and for Tyson it's a different kind of film. So we run that, but
Well,
once you give them a lot of that, it lasts for a while.
But if you think about it, though, it makes sense because for the Uncrustables, the Tyson, and the donuts, those packages are a lot thicker than a chip bag.
Yep.
A chip bag is really thin, so.
Yep. But
It makes sense why you don't need a lot of ink. That nigga Rob be like, I will buy anything that ain't come from Cola Masters. He goes to the store to buy some water. Be like, he goes to the store to buy some water. What was this film made? Cola Masters out, you go to the cart.
But like our most picky bag for sure, the hardest bag to run, and the one that's the most pickiest for sure is Angel Salt. And the name of that company that produces Angel Salt is Georgia Pacific. Georgia Pacific is very picky, man. Like Georgia Pacific, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi, those are the most pickiest customers we got. That bag has to look a certain way. The colors have to scan at a certain score. It has to be a certain score to even start running it. Like when you scan, we got a thing. It's like a color search scanner where you can scan the bag. Those little density blocks you see on the bottom of packages, we got to scan those. And if they're not the right color, we got to call the ink tech. The ink tech has to tone the color in. And once the tone of the color matches the bag correctly, and we get a score, because each score is different. Some of them 60, some of them 65, some of them 70, some of them 75. If you don't get that correct score and the bag doesn't look correct, and everything isn't checked out on that bag, you can't run it. So it's not as simple as putting it in the press, hit and go, letting the press set it up, and you just run it. There's a lot of different variables you got to deal with. Plate marks, scratches.
How long could a press run for? What's the longest you ever ran that press for?
A press constantly going with not stopping?
Yeah.
Probably the max about 3 or 4 hours until the plates start getting dirty because all the ink is processing on it and the ink is starting to get in the crevices and it's making it look dirty. Which, of course, that affects your visuals.
How often do y'all clean the plates between running it?
Well, it depends on how big the job. If you got an 80,000 foot job, if you set up the impressors right, you shouldn't have to clean the plates. Once it's time to run, you should be able to run that job and be done. But when you start doing these 12 or 13 million foot runs, if you're still running the same plates and you're doing 3 or 4 million foot on these plates and they're really worn out, you got to hit the plates harder to get them to print, which makes plate marks or other lines show up. You're hitting one color so hard, it's making a line across the bag or a line in a spot it shouldn't be. That way you either have to cut it out, clean the plate, or sometimes if the plate's that old and you clean it, when you pull back up, it's not going to print properly because you cleaned off all the excess ink and the plate so clean, it doesn't have that backup of ink because it's old and it's flat and it's smashed out. It doesn't have that density to it, the sponginess to it, where now you got to hit it hard and now you're making other issues.
I got you.
Because you're pressing in on the plate so hard to get it to print, to get that graphic out. Now it's making issues everywhere else.
I got you.
You can go in on the plate, that can happen. You can go in on the ink on the analog too much. Because that's the thing, you got a plate and you got an analog that transfers the ink. When you're setting up impressions, you need to go in on the analog a certain amount and go in on the plate a certain amount. If you over impress either one of those, it's going to make an issue. So what the press does, the press sets it up as a rough draft for you. You have to fine tune it.
Okay, I got you. Well, anyway, Rob, it was cool talking to you, my man. I gotta go.
Yo, man, later, fam.
Talk to you later, Rob.
All right, bro. Have a good day, brother. EDR blaster. We might be able to get this done. Let's see. I only got 1 in 7 rounds. I know what that means. If I only got 1 in 7 rounds, that means I need to go hell on earth. Oh, man. I don't know about you guys. I'm not really in the mood for hell on earth, but I guess we're going to go through there anyway. So let's at least get this done, because this is daily stuff. We can try the weekly out tomorrow or at a later time. Let's see. We'll start out with Firebug, and then we'll go to Philmatic. EDR Blaster. Okay. Yeah, finally back on some Killing Floor, guys. It's been a while. Go after these EDR blasters. See if they show up or not. They might show up, they might not. We still got what, 4? Yeah, 4 more to catch. We'll start out with Firebug and rotate over. Let's see how this works. Look at this, guys. After so many weeks, never thought I'd be playing Hell on Earth. Here we are again, man. Oh, man. Give me a second here. Let's get up out of this so we don't have to turn the volume up as much. Alright. Now we're not in the party chat anymore. Volume is going to be a lot louder. Alright. Let's see if we can get these 4 EDR blasters.
Here we go.
Guys.
The mission is underway. Lock and load.
Also good. Ooh, spoke too soon. Ow, I got caught up in that. Sense. I could have heard him behind me. 15 Zeds behind me. That's so annoying, man. Once they grab you, you gotta kill them to get them off of you. Only certain Zeds can grab certain classes, though. It'll tell you that, too. Clots can grab you, that's what they call them. I'm definitely going back to Field Med. Oh man, I don't even got any more Molotofs. I don't got anything. Well, he screamed so loud, I thought he was right there. He's all the way over here, okay. Light him up. Hey, this gun actually has some sound now. They must have fixed that in the last update. This gun had no sound effect at all. I wonder if it was a bug or it's fixed now. Sounds pretty good too, actually.
Spot is open again. Let's get you restocked.
Sounds
Want my advice?
good, eh?
Stock up on grenades.
Yeah, I'm not just, this is good, man. This is Hell on Earth. And I haven't played it in a while. Let's make sure we're
You've no
successful
grenades.
actually with this.
Buy some.
There we go. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we need to get, which one do we need? EDR blasters. Okay, we need 4 of them. 4 of them, guys. We need 4.
All Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
Maybe we'll get some. I know when it comes to these EDRs, the best way to get them is seriously play Hell on Earth. you got a better chance of them popping out. Because everything pops out on Earth. Everything's coming after you. Alright, I haven't seen a robot yet. They're gonna give me a lunch next round, they're not gonna give me anything. Alerts you need to get to. They don't give you any ammo. It's rare. And one gun is not enough on Hell on Earth to kill everybody. Not unless you got teammates. But, and this lobby is open. Somebody could join, but I don't know if they will. Not that many people out here trying to play Hell on Earth. Hell on Earth, man. More than yourself. You think I'm fighting a lot of Zeds now? Pretty much triples. Is that a blaster? No, that's one of the restrainers. That's an EDR trap. Where did I get this? Good shot. Thank you, kill him for. I needed this one. The HUDs. That's probably the most annoying Zed in this game. He shoots from a distance, and then when he gets up on you, he bum rushes you and suicides.
Indicated pod for resupply.
He's a punk. And it's gonna suck if I play Hell on Earth and I don't get at least one. What I need? No blasters. I just got one trapper, and we're going into wave 3. So we got 2 more waves left, and then it's ball.
Come and get your tools of trade.
This gun ain't bad.
Final choices,
That's one of
people.
my favorites. So let's do
Enemies on the
something.
scope.
It's a little less too. Ooh, I did not get enough for. Well, that's my fault. Oh well. I didn't get enough for grenades. You always want grenades, man. Grenades can really get you out of a bind. Oh
I'm
well.
about to shut the
Let's go down
pod.
through there. Let's see what's up.
Protect the area.
ER blasters. All right, man. Give me some, yes or no. too. Yeah, they have a lot. All these Zeds, I can't get one blaster.
When you're done, I can reopen the treasure vault. Let the area get breached.
No, ain't nobody worried about the area. Okay.
You really shredded that fleshbang back there. Impressive.
Well, I guess if I don't get them on this one, guys, it is what it is. I'm not supposed to get any
I
blasters.
suggest you purchase armor.
I thought I put a skin on this thing. That looks like a normal skin. I have to check.
Break time's over. Get back to work. More Zeds inbound.
Like a syringe in it. It not only does it poison them, but it sucks their health away.
Stop. Now finish the job. Ali.
Give me a lot of visitors. A lot of them. Always get our calls. Probably one of the cheapest Zeds out here. Multiple attacks when they get close. Get up on their hind legs because they're spiders. Scratch the crap out of your face and your body. What in the world? Oh man. That don't feel rigged. Oh, there was a blaster. Oh, he would run behind him. What a man. my blaster? One that I did have. Man, you gotta be kidding me. I don't got enough ammo for this. I just get what I hit with a random fireball. Get some ammo, man. Fine, this has got to be ammo cleaner or something. There we go. Now we're back in the game, baby. Yeah, come on, let's go. Where's my robot?
Big battle coming up. This equipment is an investment.
Freaking one, dude. The only way I think I'll get more is if I have to go against who is it? The matriarch. She calls out a lot of EDARs. It's the only way I can make up for it.
Glad you made it back. Don't
We're on boss right now. Let's see if they give it to me. I seriously doubt it. She's the only one because she'll call them out. I can get the other 3 kills if I have her, but if I don't get her, oh well. She is a tough out though. She's pretty tough.
Time's up. Go kill some Zeds.
Nope, didn't get her. Where you at, fat butt? He's back here. I didn't see him coming down there. Is he on me already? There he is. guys is getting away. Take it. I didn't get any dogs around. What the hell on earth? If it wasn't worth it, try. I didn't get enough blasts to start. Alright guys, thank you for watching this stream. This is Rob D01. I'm about to get up out of here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment about any video that you see, whether you like it or not, or you have something that you want to see me play. Please comment about it. I will get back to you, and I will play that game that you want me to play. I'm very open-minded with my games. It's a game we're trying to have a little bit of fun, man. See you guys later. Peace.